Going on, everybody? Todd here. And once again, it is showtime. Thank you, Moriarty, for that amazing gif. How are you doing
You're
tonight?
welcome. I'm here.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling very, very much. Yeah, it's been a long day for me. So,
Me too.
yeah, my day started. I'm gonna use West Coast time to kind of put this in perspective.
Fantastic.
My day started at 4 a.m.
Blah. Nope.
At 5:30, I left the house to walk 2 miles to work. To start at 6:30 Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
I then had to stand on hard concrete floors until 11 a.m. Then proceed to try to make myself not nap so I could do a podcast tonight with you.
Oh. Shit.
Hashtag priorities.
Yep. Hashtag priorities.
Yep. At least I'm not using my other hashtag, but that's a whole different podcast.
Hashtag blame Todd.
No. Hashtag getting filled up because I like to do it.
God.
Whenever I go on vacation and I get to my destination, say I usually tweet out, made it to, and then whenever the airport is, hashtag getting filled up. Just to see what kind of reactions I get.
Fair enough. It is you after all. So
yeah. I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
Before we start, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for downloading this on Radio Public, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and of course TuneIn Radio, or watching this on YouTube or the Twitch channel. We do appreciate that immensely. If you do like what we do and you want to support us, obviously you can go to patreon.com/precipicepodcast and pledge there. We have some awesome goals. We also have some awesome tiers as well. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Like the tiers, which I'm going to go back and I'm going to redo because that was based on having the old shop. And now with individual merch for the personalities, that would be in there as well. So, for example, if you pledge for the t-shirt tier, you may very well get yourself a Moriarty Tea Time t-shirt. Which is fucking terrific. It's a possibility. But yeah, patreon.com/precipicepodcast to do that. You can also support us other ways as well. There are our sponsors, of course. We have Loot Crate. There is a link in the show notes for them. If you guys don't know what Loot Crate is, they are a subscription box service. It is like a comic book convention in a box. I don't want to get sued by the San Diego Comic-Con by saying Comic-Con. But they have multiple different boxes. They have a Harry Potter box. They have a wrestling box. They have a WWE box.
The Slam Crate.
Yeah. They have a sports entertainment box. we can't call it a wrestling box.
Will Vince come to our house and
Kevin Dunn will. Kevin Dunn will gnaw down my door.
Oh God. Obligatory alcohol sip.
Fucking Bucky Beaver motherfucker.
Can I swallow first, please? Thank you.
No, you can't. I don't know. Visual gag on an audio podcast. Yeah. Gotta love it. This is why you guys check out the video version.
A+.
But yeah, so they have the WWE Slam Crate, they have the Horror Crate, they have Lootware, they have the Loot Crate, they have the Gaming Crate, Loot Gaming
Firefly Crate.
Huh? Which one?
Firefly Crate.
Firefly Crate. They have a bunch of different ones. Something bound to fit your fandom. Each crate is either every month or every 2 months. I think the Firefly Crate is every 3 months, maybe? Perhaps?
I think so. It's like every 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I want to say it's every 2, but I don't hold me to that.
I know the
Slam Crate's every 2 months.
Yes.
But every crate, regardless of the one you go with, does have a theme. And they tell you what fandoms are going to be in those boxes. You don't know what you're going to get, but you know the fandoms at least.
Right.
I got when I was subscribed to Loot Crate, and right now, I'm talking about them. I'm a former subscriber. I enjoyed the service very much. Money got tight, and I had to cut it. That's just the way it is.
Totally fair.
Yeah. So before people get really angry in the comments and pound on their keyboards going, "You don't even subscribe to Loot Crate. Why are you promoting them?" I like the service.
Because they're amazing.
I like the service. I really do. I've used them in the past. I was getting the Slam Crate and I was getting the regular Loot Crate. And I had to cut them both. So, but there was a Loot Crate I got which was essentially a horror crate. It gave me a Leatherface plush doll.
Ooh, baby.
It gave me Freddy Krueger chopsticks. And a Camp Crystal Lake pendant.
Nice.
Like one of the baseball pendant, not like hanging from the neck. Yeah,
I know, but it's still pretty fucking cool.
So, and a bunch of other stuff. So you get like 5 to 6 items per box, which is kind of cool. The Slam Crate, you get a T-shirt, you get a figure, and then a bunch of other goofy shit. Like that one time I got the Enzo and Cass pint glass.
Oh yes, those things.
Yeah. No longer with the company. Enjoy. Best of luck to you in all your future endeavors.
They didn't even wish them the best of luck when they left.
Well, I mean, with Cass, they kind of did. They in the press release. They were just
I don't think they did.
In the press release, they did. Like in the press release, they said, it's standard in the press release when somebody's being released because they're just being released. We wish them best of luck to them and all their future endeavors. Enzo didn't get that. Enzo's just
because
you lied to us, son. You fucked up.
You done goofed.
You done goofed, yeah. But yeah, so Loot Crate, amazing sponsor. You can click that link in the show notes and sign up. It helps support us. Other ways to support us that aren't monthly subscription boxes is the Violet Vixen. The Violet Vixen has amazing, wonderful, and terrific clothing and household goods for people that are into goth and steampunk and burlesque and whatnot. It is fucking amazing. They have men's clothing. Yes, they have men's clothing, but it's predominantly women's clothing and household goods. For anybody with a that likes more of a female styled heel shoe, but can't find anything above a size fucking 12, they got you covered. They got you covered up to a size 16 on some styles. So there's that. The Violet Vixen is awesome. I mean, you can get yourself a spiral steel bone fucking corset for like $80. Those things usually run like $200.
Oh, even more than that. Easy.
I'm just going like the low end. But top-notch quality, top-notch products, and amazing low prices. Check them out. Link in the show notes on them. If you're getting a little hungry, listen to us talk, because we talk about food quite a bit.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. And we'll probably talk about food again tonight, so that's a thing.
More than likely.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. Perhaps I can interest you in some of the best damn popcorn you could possibly have. I don't like popcorn. I'm not a popcorn guy. I like this. I like Gary Poppins. Gary Poppins small batch gourmet popcorn. They have many different varieties, savory and sweet, holiday blends, tins, individual packages. They got you covered. As I said, it's small batch. It's fucking gourmet. It is delicious. And we're in the fall. So you know what fall means, right?
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice season. You know it. Pumpkin spice season. You can get yourself some pumpkin fucking spice. Gary Poppins popcorn. That wine just decided wanted to
Say
say
hello.
hello. Yeah. But yeah, you guys can do that. If you don't like, but maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you like collectible items, and you don't want a subscription box. You can go to Sideshow Collectibles. There was a link in the show. All of these, there's a link in the show notes. So I'm not going to say that anymore. But link in the show notes. Sideshow Collectibles does amazing statues and prints. You can get. They did a 2 weeks back, and I missed this, so I'm sorry, but they had an Iron Man statue that they did that sold out in 20 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was like a limit of like 500 or something like that. But like they deal in like limited edition statues, busts, pictures, prints and such. It's fucking great. Check them out. I still want to get that life-size baby Groot though. I really do. I think that'd be adorable. Especially like I would do if I had it, I would do a podcast and I would just have him sitting on my shoulder. Be just sitting right here. I'm just. Do you think Groot? I am Groot. Exactly. Thank you. Maybe you're like us. Maybe you are. Maybe you vape.
Just
Maybe you vape a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh God.
And maybe you're looking for new equipment. Maybe you're looking for some delicious flavors. We got 2 sponsors to kind of give you that hookup. Breezy. Breezy is amazing. They have a large fucking variety of different juices you can get there. You can get the Jam Monster there. You can get the Pound It by Food Fighter juice. You can get the Crack Pie. Any of those really good juices. Fucking amazing. Raging fucking Donut, which is basically like a donut with frosting and fruity pebbles on it. Sounds delicious. It's even better. You can get that there at Breezy. But can't forget our good friends over at Valiant Vapes. Valiant Vapes. I mean, I can't forget them, at all. I mean, I'm not using any of their liquid right now.
Nah, not at all.
No. But Valiant Vapes, great prices. They do have other brands on there, but they're predominantly Savage Enterprises on there. Last week they had a promo where if you spent $25, they threw in a free 60 ml bottle of Quinn, which is a raspberry cookie with like a creamy icing. It's a raspberry thumbprint cookie with creamy icing on it. It is delicious. I got this the other day, and this is almost done.
So needless to say, you like it.
I do. I also got some Sour Drop Red Sour. This was $4 for a 100 ml bottle. And then they had I think it was like $11.50, almost $12 for 2 bottles of their Vape Vigilante juice. So I picked up 4 of those total. So 2 of those offers. I got myself the pineapple strawberry smoothie, the blue raz fruit mix, the raspberry cream cake, which I've had before and was fucking delicious, and the Fuji apple fruit mix. So went a little fruity this time. I mean,
Fair enough.
I'm big on like dessert flavors. Dessert juices are my thing. So like that raspberry thumbprint cookie with that's like right in my wheelhouse. The raspberry cream cake is right in my wheelhouse. But I'm not going to say no to fruity flavors. I love pineapple flavors, and I love strawberry. So that pineapple strawberry smoothie is just like, what? Why didn't I pick this up last time? But anyways, I think that's all our sponsors right now.
I think so.
Yeah, until I hear something back from a couple of the other ones. I'm joking. I didn't apply to any other ones yet.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah. Well, if you're looking for a high-end adult, not I'm joking.
Someday, though.
Yeah, someday we'll be hawking either Adam and Eve or Fleshlight. I think Fleshlight would be hilarious because I'd have you do those live reads.
Fuck you.
I mean, it's not like I have experience with these.
What? And I do?
No, I was just saying, like,
okay, just because I have a vagina and they're shaped like a vagina doesn't mean
it was a joke because I was just like, oh, it's not like I have experience with these. I actually do have experience with those products. What did we learn today, kids? Todd is a sad, lonely man.
Oh, if I could hug you right now, I would.
Yeah, well, I would wash my hands first. Said that while you were drinking, purposely. You're welcome.
I'm actually glad that we're doing the cast because then we can just like bullshit and relax after.
And I mean, that's honestly, that's the truth. That is like the legit truth, and that's one of the reasons why I like doing this. I mean, besides hanging out with my friends, whether it's you, whether it's Ballin and Ray, whether it's eventually Marco and Wes. Give me a call back.
Wes, we miss you.
We miss you too, Marco. Hopefully you're
enjoying your vacation.
Yeah, hopefully you're enjoying New York and have checked out some of those spots I sent you. I got you. I got you, fam. As the kids would say, I got you, fam.
Oh, God.
I posted that in his comments for his, like, I'm going on vacation video. It's like, oh, do you know any places that I should check out? And I'm just like...
Here, let me tell you some places.
All right. Let me just make sure it's the right locations first. So I did a quick Google search, and I'm like, yep, that one. There's that one. There's that one. And there's this place.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, one of them's been serving, like, is the best dim sum you can get in New York.
Ooh.
And they've been slinging dim sum since the 1920s.
Shit.
Yeah. So I recommended that place. I recommended Joe's Pizza on, I think it's 7 Carmine Street. It is honestly the best regular slice of pizza I've ever had. And I've had a lot of pizza in my day. I've had a lot of slices. And Joe's fucking blew that shit right out of the water. You want to talk about New York pizza? Joe's is New York pizza. They have several locations, but go to the one on Carmine Street. And then there was like 2 arcades. One of them's like, what was it? Chinatown Family Fun Center, which used to be something else, but they got new owners and things got weird. But they cater like import cabinets. So they're an arcade and they have like a lot of import cabinets, which is really cool. And then there's Next Level, where all the people that used to go to the old Chinatown Fair arcade, which is now the Chinatown Fair Family Fun Center. The CFF, whatever, used to be like the place to go if you were into competitive fighting games. Right. And we know Marco. Marco loves his fighting game. So the people used to go there. They got new owners, and then everybody was like, not everybody, but a good bit of people from the fighting game community said, "Fuck this place. We're going to Next Level," and that's where most of them go now, and that is like now the premier arcade for, you know, people in the fighting game community. And I was like, check them out. There's the address, you know, maybe your wife will let you go. But yeah, I mean, it's just, we miss you, Wes. We miss you, Marco. Like, we seriously do. I miss killing myself every week and doing like all the podcasts.
Yeah.
Because it was just so much fun hanging out with you guys. It really was. I mean, it's a lot of fun hanging out with with the other shows as well. And but it just like it feels like there's a part of me missing right now. That makes any sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Because I did it for so long, and then it's just like we're
Mhm.
taking the summer off, and I'm like, all right, cool. And now it's like
Sure.
summer's done.
Well, we're halfway through fall. And what now, boys?
Yep. What now, boys? I mean, it's no secret. Marco has asked us to be on his specific podcast. And
Yes,
we were going to do that, but then schedules, like it's always been schedules.
schedules. Yeah.
I was actually willing to, like last week we didn't have an episode. We were going to do an episode, and then Marco was like, "Hey, would you guys still be interested in doing this?" It's just like, yeah.
Hmm.
And it's like, would Wednesday work? And I'm like, I can cancel Gimmick Bag. We can do it Wednesday. And then
Hmm.
Marco is like, and no fault of his. He's just like,
No.
I didn't realize how much I haven't packed for my trip. So I'm sorry, guys. And then me and Maury just watched some wrestling. So we could
It's
have
okay,
probably
Marco. We still
recorded
love
something.
you. We could have, I think
Yeah,
we needed a day off too.
we kind of did. I mean, last week was hell for me with work.
Hmm.
Um, just because I was just bouncing between like because I'm working the Halloween store, I'm working Hot Topic, and I'm
Uh-huh.
bouncing between the two. Like this week wasn't that bad because I worked Hot Topic Sunday, Halloween
Hmm.
store Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm back at Hot Topic on Saturday and Sunday. So
Right.
so it's not horrible. It's not bad. Um, but yeah, I mean it's interesting. Like I've I don't think I've ever like I've worked in the sense of like if I had two jobs at the same time.
Hmm.
But nothing to the lengths of this, if that makes
Right.
any sense.
That
Um,
makes sense.
like you might I was also younger back then too. You know, that was the
Back
other
in the
thing.
day
Back in the day, back
when you
in
had more energy.
yeah, I was I think I was 20 at the time.
Hmm.
I was working the local grocery store, which was Pathmark.
Hmm.
I was working there doing like 48, 50 hours a week. And
Right.
then for like 2 months in there, I worked also for Quiznos doing 60 hours a week.
Hmm.
We had a problem with pay. Um, that's the moral of that story.
Hmm.
There was an agreed upon rate. There was agreed upon position. They brought in the manager, store manager for the franchise, who decided to not let that go through, even though I had an agreement with the owner of the
Hmm.
franchise. And the franchise owner, I said, listen, we no, you agreed on this rate, you agreed on this. He's putting
Hmm.
my payroll through differently.
Huh.
This has to be. I'm giving you two pay periods, which is a month because it was every two.
Hmm.
Giving you a month to fix this, or I'm walking. If this isn't fixed, consider this my notice. A
Right.
month passed, it wasn't fixed. He came in to drop off checks, and I said, "Well, it's been a month." And I looked at my pay stub, and I'm just like, "I'm sorry. You know, I already gave you my notice, basically."
Hmm.
And he's just like, "Let's walk outside." Went outside. We then this is this just shows you how much of a stand-up guy he was.
Hmm.
Um, he was just like, let's take a quick ride," and I'm like, "All right." So we got in his car. He drove to the bank,
Hmm.
and he gave me a rough estimate of the money that I would have made
Hmm.
over the time. And
Wow.
he was just like, "I'm sorry that this didn't work out. Things didn't work out. Blah blah blah. That kind of
Hmm.
stuff. Hopefully this makes things right, and there's no ill will." And I'm just like,
Hmm.
"No, not at all. Not at all. No ill will at all."
Dang.
And then I gambled that money away. So
Oh, Jesus, Todd.
I was a bad gambler back then. I really was. I mean, some of you guys may know that I have a history of like gambling problems.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you may not, but now you do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
back then, I was all about gambling. So
Yes.
um, so funny thing happened. My manager at Hot Topic.
Mm-hmm. The old one or the new one?
The new one.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of talking with him about stuff, right? And he apparently decided to check out the live stream.
What?
Yeah.
Uh,
He went to my channel on a Saturday when I was doing Darkest Dungeon with Bloodspilla and Gramerton Dryad and Chains on Chaos.
oh Jesus. So how's that?
So I'm gonna, instead of fucking up Discord, I'm going to go and read you what I wrote them, which is basically word for word what he said to me.
Uh-huh.
I don't need Snapchat.
Are you sure?
I have a Snapchat. I don't use it.
Then get
Huh?
Then get rid of it.
No. I have it. I
Fuck you and your logic.
So this is what I sent the crew at the Relaxatron station that I do Darkest Dungeon with.
Mm-hmm.
So my boss at Hot Topic caught our last live stream. He loved it and thought we are hilarious.
Well,
He
then.
said he nearly died at the start with the syphilis brothel.
Oh Jesus. God.
I mean, you get me together with Graham, and it's or me and Stotch together, and it's just
Oh God. By the way, Stotch, I miss you.
Stotch was streaming earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a terrible friend. I apologize.
Well, you were at work.
That too. Fuck work. Oh my God. It's just this week is just an atrocity already.
Yeah.
I've had to shift my desk contents. Well, I've had to pack up most of my desk contents already because they're going to be putting in a new shelf where half of my desk is.
So they're
going to
cutting
be
your desk in half.
They're cutting my desk in half, and then I get to move where I'm currently at to a different cubicle in the same room. And the girl or the lady that's at that cubicle is going to the cubicle behind her. And the woman that's at that cubicle there is going to my fucked up desk. Because she's a per diem.
So I'm
So clearly
right.
she doesn't need all the space.
I'm okay.
Right.
So I'm just. This is me and logic. Okay, which apparently your job doesn't have.
No, it doesn't.
Why not move you to where the per diem person is, and the per diem person to where you are, as opposed to dropping you here to have that person move to there, to have that person move to where the per diem person is, to have them move to where you were.
So that way, and I believe from what my quote unquote my current manager, who is kind of like our substitute manager, because my initial manager quit, unbeknownst to us until like the next fucking day.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, your manager's gone. Congrats.
Yeah. Yay. Work still fucking sucks.
Yeah, fair.
But the reason why they're putting me in the other place as opposed to just switching the per diem and myself out is so that way I can still have like a line of sight with the other team members.
Okay, all right.
Because she's not technically part of our department, but she's in our office.
Oh.
So, and like from where she sits, I'd be able to see the other 3 out of the 4 team members minus where I'm currently sitting. So that way I can still be connected to the rest of my team.
Gotcha. So, the important question, the question that needs to be asked, once this move happens, are you going to leave passive-aggressive post-it notes on your old desk?
No, probably not. Like, I honestly didn't want to move to that desk to begin with. It was kind of forced upon me by the IT guy not wanting to do his fucking job and, like, switch out, my desk equipment with the desk equipment that was, like, there. It's like I would have happily stayed in the spot I was in,
Mhm.
but he didn't want to give me the new shiny stuff or the newer shiny stuff to replace the shitty stuff I was using, which made me really extra inefficient at my job.
Well, I mean, when
Um,
everybody's using Windows 10 Pro and you're using an Apple II, I mean, it's kind of
I think
difficult.
the majority of the office finally upgraded to 7.
Ooh,
Yeah,
fancy.
I know. It's shit.
Yeah, fair.
So basically, I was forced to move from the desk I was at to the desk that person that had just recently got released was, and a lot of people did not take kindly to that.
Gotcha.
So I'm actually kind of happy to be moving to a corner where I don't really have to pay attention to anyone
But
and
you're
just kind of pay attention to like when the phone rings so I can maybe answer it because like one of the people there is just not answering her phone anymore.
all right. Give me a number between 1 and 5.
3.
We're gonna try this fucker on.
Which one is it? Ooh, tell me how it is. I really want to find like a good sour flavored vape flavor of some kind.
Well, what is it? Savage does a really good one with Underwood.
Right.
Savage Underwood is fucking.
I've been eyeing
great.
those.
All right. Pro tip.
Also, I have not noticed any alcohol in this at all. So,
Okay, I'm smelling the lemon
uh-huh.
more than the strawberry.
Ew. No.
All right. Pro tip on these bottles.
Mm-hmm.
This here, throw that shit away.
Use bye-bye.
It just gets in the fucking way. That's
Mm-hmm.
what happens. I still have some of that Quinn, but I was just like,
Yeah.
let me try something different.
Try something new. So yeah, basically today, like the second half of my day was basically spent like moving the rest of like my shit from my office to our manager's office just to kind of give it a place to be so that they can like at the last minute, oh hey, by the way, the new shelf is coming and you need to move all your shit.
Mm.
Yay! And I'm already so fucking far behind. Like the bubbles that I'm drowning in, they're barely even coming. Or I'm like almost dead in the water. That is how fucking far behind I am in my.
All right, I'm getting a strawberry now.
Okay, I kind of figured it'd probably come through with the vaping.
Yeah.
Than the initial.
Not so much sour, this one.
Oh, that's disappointing.
But then again, it could also be because I was running that raspberry cookie.
True, probably give it
a
little bit more to kind of come through the cotton and yeah.
Yeah. I figure I'll vape this for a little bit and then like, oh hey, yeah. But no, it's actually not bad. I don't mind it. Should I say?
Sweet.
Yeah. And by the way, you can pick this one up at Valiant Vape. Link in the description.
Yes. I also think Breezy is doing
Breezy's been doing like a lot of fucking sales lately.
Yeah. Probably like end of the year stuff.
I wouldn't say end of the year.
Getting close to the end of the year.
Well, with like flavors constantly go on sale. No matter what site you're going to. Some sites do it more frequently than others. Like Valiant Vapes does it pretty frequently. Centerfold does it a lot. Like it's almost every fucking week they have some kind of crazy sale going on. Like they just had one where if you whatever you bought, like they would give you something free with it. Like whether it was a bottle of juice or like a mod. Like,
right. Buy one, get something free.
Yeah. And then they had that promo code too, where it was just like, by the way, like with this promo code, it like a 120 ml bottle, you're paying $1 a milliliter.
Jesus.
Or it was like 10 cents a milliliter or some shit because you're getting 120 ml for like $12. And I'm like, what? That's madness. Madness, sir. But yeah, no, Breezy does a lot of sales too.
Yep.
Couple other sites I mean, sites I use, like, I'm using Valiant Vapes a lot now because I do like the Savage Juice very much. I've used Breezy in the past. I can attest for how good the quality on their stuff is. Vape Centric I've used before. Volcano I've used, which doesn't want to sponsor us, sadly.
Mm.
Yeah, well, their loss. Their loss. I think it's because we have 2 vape sponsorships, to be honest. I think that's why they're just like, yeah, no, I think you got vaping covered right now.
Maybe.
Shit. But yeah, I mean, so when is the move date for your desk?
I think we're just gonna initially. I'm gonna be at a different desk tomorrow because someone's on vacation, so I can occupy that spot in the meantime. Because they're bringing it in bright and early in the fucking morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll be at a different desk pretty much all day tomorrow, and then I think Friday in between dealing with the front desk is when I'll be doing my move over to the other new corner. Fun times.
Did you pick out a nice cardboard box to carry all your shit over with?
I have one.
I've always I'm not a I've never been the kind of person that would want to work in a cubicle.
Oh, it fucking sucks. Don't do it.
But if I ever did, I would constantly just have a cardboard box under my desk, so at any given moment I could just scoop all my shit in there and just pick it up and look sad at everybody and walk out. And then leave passive aggressive post-it notes on people's desks.
Of course, because that's how you do it.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna kind of miss the spot I'm in now though, because the person next to me has taken to chucking chocolates at me.
Oh.
Just so she feels less guilty about eating the chocolate. So if I'm lucky, maybe she'll really
she'll launch them across the room.
Exactly, because it's I'm behind a taller wall now with a slight window, which is really weird. So I'm gonna put all this sticky Halloween window gel shit in there.
Are you gonna keep that up there all year round?
Probably not, but
why not?
At least for because there's decorations for the rest of the year. I'm pretty sure they just pull them down without asking me and just put the new shit up.
But I mean, on your window, just.
I know. I know. If only. There's still butterflies and springy shit up for some reason in the office. We haven't even done any Halloween decorations at all.
What?
I know.
What?
Yep. I'm pretty sure if I was to dig around, I'm pretty sure I'd find them. I'm just haven't bothered with it yet.
Yeah. I mean, last year you did that dollar store, you basically cleaned them out.
Yeah, I went on a bit of a dollar store spree. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's the one thing I kind of wish I could do.
Mm-hmm.
But I work in a Halloween store, so it's just half of my day is a quarter of my day is helping people, and the other 75% of it is walking around straightening stuff up and going, yeah, I should probably get that.
Mm-hmm.
There's also part of the helping people out is informing them that regardless of what the fangs say, don't eat with them in.
Oh, jeez, yeah, no, don't do it.
And they're but I had this girl and I guess boyfriend come in, and they bought Halloween shit, and she got a pair of fangs because I'm so excited to have fangs. And I go, have you ever had fangs before? And she goes, no. And I go, okay. Regardless what the thing over there said, whatever the packaging says, this is what you need to know. You can eat with them. You can drink with. You can drink with them. You can smoke with them. You can vape with them. You can do other activities with them. Don't eat with them.
Yeah, I would not enjoy passing a fang at all.
Yeah, well,
just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with the other things I laid out, but not eating.
Yeah, no.
You can ride a roller coaster with your fangs in. That's another activity.
Yeah.
You can go to Disney with your fangs in. You'll get weird looks, but you can do it. Just don't eat a turkey leg with those in.
Oh. Actually, I haven't had their turkey legs in quite a while.
So earlier I talking to Maury about like how I spent my day, and it was just like, oh, I watched Child's Play movies. I also left something out specifically
Oh
because
God.
I found a YouTube channel called Attraction 360.
Yep.
Attractions 360, and I spent like an hour riding rides.
That's actually what I do when I miss Disney, is I will actually go to those YouTube channels just to kind of like relive it a little bit, so it makes me feel less sad that I'm not there. So I would love to go during the Halloween time some year. Like my mom's been like a ton of times. She's just like, yeah, it's okay. It's like, but I want to go so bad.
So today alone I've ridden Space Mountain like 4 times.
Sweet.
Oldest ride, longest line. What can I say?
Yep.
I actually have a friend that went that's at Disney right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he used to wrestle. Then he moved out to Portland.
Oh.
He got married, moved to Portland.
Oh.
Yeah. My ex hated him. Hated him so much. So it kind of put a strain on me and his relationship a little bit.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
But yeah, he's at Disney right now. So like his Facebook feed has just been like pictures from Disney.
Oh.
Which is just so fun. Yeah. He had a Juggalo gimmick.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. He went
really.
By, he went by his worker name was Mike Jekyll.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. But now he lives in Portland. He brews beer.
Nice.
And he does other stuff. Like I mean, like it's a hobby thing of like brewing beer. But he does that, and he does other stuff. He's got a family now. Like he's got kids, and he goes to Disney for Halloween. Son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. But yeah, I don't know.
I'd love to be able to go back.
Honestly, like I would love to just go to the West Coast.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but I'd kidnap you if you came over here.
Am I complaining?
No.
Fair. I just need a little space. That's all I would need.
It's fine.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what would end up happening. Probably is like I can list like people, like if I ever made it to the West Coast, there are people I would, depending on where I went on the West Coast, I would visit. Sanea is on the West Coast.
Yep.
Jill is on the West Coast.
Yep.
It's funny because Jill moved to the West Coast, and then afterwards found out that I live where I live. It was just like, the fuck? You were a state away. Like, yeah.
What the hell?
What is it? I guess there's DNC.
Yeah, there's also Jess.
There's Jess, yeah. Jess would be another one.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it's just like, yeah, you know, this person. I guess DNC, like
maybe DNC. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. Like it's. I mean, I have so much. I have so much fun. Involving DNC. Sadly. The funny part is, DNC is usually not around when I'm when I'm having fun. Like Claim would come into chat and be like, "Oh, I'm doing homework like a scrub," and I'm just like, "Oh, I didn't know DNC did homework." You know, things like that. and
Mm-hmm.
working in the Halloween store, like we sell wings. So like my first day there, like we had a display with like different style of butterfly wings. So I made sure I took a picture and I posted it in a Discord that DNC would see it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just that asshole. But
Mm-hmm.
no, DNC is cool people.
Yeah.
I mean, basically anybody that I'd be willing to visit is cool.
Yes.
I mean, of course there's Mori.
Yay.
Can't leave her out. Of course, I would probably not come back, but
Keep you forever.
that'd be a conversation you'd have to have with a Anubis.
Very true. Herald's also on the West Coast as well.
Yeah, and I can awkwardly flirt with him and
Exactly,
try to make
it'll be
everybody
fun.
around him uncomfortable because I can't make him uncomfortable. I've learned this.
Yeah, speaking of the son of a bitch.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, he tricked me good. I'm so pissed.
What he
So we made a bet because he has the the Unbelievabot or whatever, the smart bot thing in his channel, in his server. And it really likes to fuck with Anubis, and it changed his name on the server to like high roll generator because he always gets like good RNG rolls.
Mm-hmm.
It went on a funny tirade like the other night, but I'll tell you about that later. But and so it changed his name to like high roll generator. And so Harold and I made a bet that until like noon today, if he didn't change his name until like afternoon today, like the winner has to get the loser's address. I forgot he had a game this morning. I got tricked so good. So now I have to ante up eventually. He hasn't asked for it yet. I'm waiting. I think he's just kind of still in the gloating phase. So now I owe that asshole my address. Yeah. I'm afraid to know what he'd send me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag I'm not smart.
Well, see, the thing is, like, I haven't known him that long,
Mm-hmm.
and by the way, I'm just gonna say this now.
He's an okay guy, but he's a bit of a dick.
He does have an invitation to join my Discord server.
Yes, he does.
But apparently he's just too much of a pussy to do so. Calling you out.
I mean, nothing wrong with vagina, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just he's just being one right now, and that's
Yeah.
I'm using it in like the not like actual way, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's being a little bitch about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
So he should do the thing. Just saying.
Yeah. I think he'd really love your dick pics channel.
Oh yeah, my dick pics are great. Dick Van Dyke, Dick Tracy, Dick Patton, Spotted Dick. I mean,
yep.
There was the little dick pic I posted, which was a picture of Little Richard.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a stretch, but
yeah, well, you know, yeah.
But yeah, he I mean, he's more than welcome there, and yes. But yeah, no, I haven't known him that long, and I've learned one thing, and that's no matter what I do, he'll roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
oh, absolutely.
It was in your channel, your Twitch channel, and I was just like awkwardly flirting. And the whole chat was getting really uncomfortable. Except
I was just enjoying it. Well, I love seeing their interaction between you two because I think it's like it tickles me so much.
How so?
I don't know why. It just makes me laugh.
Fair. I mean, it's just
because like he gives no fucks and neither do you. So you guys just like go with it.
Yeah. How many fucks do I give? 0.
None. About the same amount of fucks that Daniel Bryan gives.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even now, like, look at him. He's not giving any fucks because he's still doing that fucking diving headbutt.
Yeah, wish he wouldn't.
A lot of people wish he wouldn't. His doctors probably,
Oh, absolutely.
especially when he makes head-to-head contact with Shelton Benjamin. Clunk. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I really don't even fucking know. Like, I don't know how I don't know how the whole let me try to awkwardly flirt with him started.
I don't know either.
I
It just happened,
I
and it's still a thing.
I honestly think I may have been drinking wine, and I said this will be a brilliant idea.
Probably. Like, did it start with the rabbit rube, or was it before
yes, it
that?
started with the rabbit.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, it started with the rabbit when he was trying to awkwardly flirt with Anubis.
Oh yeah, he does that.
Yeah,
a lot.
And then I decided to awkwardly flirt with him.
Let's make it a threesome. Why not?
Okay.
God, his headcanon would love that. Jesus.
He would. He fucking would.
Just like hearing his headcanons between like the relationship between me and Anubis.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Surprised he hasn't called Anubis the Destroyer yet. I'm just saying.
Thank God he hasn't. Nope.
Now he has that. If he listens to the podcast, he now has that headcanon.
Oh, fuck. I doubt he does, but who knows?
Well, at the same time, he also, if he listens to the podcast, he also knows that you now owe the address to him.
Well.
It's a little late to say this, but don't listen to this episode, Herald.
Yeah. Go back in time, delete it, and then move on to the next one.
This never happened.
Yeah.
Chick. All right, I'm getting more of the mix of the lemon and the strawberry. So that
okay.
And it's the sweetness is kind of cutting down, so it's not like it's. I wanted it. I wish it was a little bit more sour.
Yeah.
The only way I can make sure of that is by cleaning my RDA and doing fresh cotton and blah blah blah.
Right.
But lazy.
Yep.
I
know the feel.
Yep. It's yeah. I mean, it's a thing. So it's that time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween.
Yep.
Have you been watching any horror films?
No.
We need to correct that.
Yes, we do.
I saw a Facebook post from Jill earlier today, and this is why I bring this up. Jill's upset at Sci-Fi, the Sci-Fi Channel, because the Sci-Fi Channel for the 13 Days of Halloween, or whatever, is basically only showing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and not even the good ones.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
So
yes,
I need to arrange a movie night.
Yeah, you do. We need to finish the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, or at least I do.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch that shit again. It's fucking good.
Easy.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers is something I will end up watching. I also think another one we'll watch is I mean, we planned on doing it last year and it never happened. Like we started and we never finished. Hellraiser.
I still need to see that.
Yeah. For anybody that doesn't know what Hellraiser is a cautionary tale on why safe words are very important.
They are very important.
Yeah, they are. Super important. Because you have to know your limits.
Yeah.
In this movie, they don't know their limits.
No.
And things go sideways really quick. There's a lot of gore. So.
Okay, that might not be for me per se, because I'm not a big gore person.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's a gory film. Maybe during the day.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm not big on gore. I don't handle gore very well.
Fair. But yeah, but Invasions of the Body Snatchers is definitely on the list.
Yes.
I mean,
Because
fun.
young Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, young Jeff Goldblum. Yep. Uh, More of a comedy one I enjoy is Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
I haven't seen that one either, and I hear it's really
It's
fucking good.
fucking good. It is really good.
Can we also watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Possibly.
Sweet. I love that one. Just give me like the shitty B-rated horror movies. I'll be happy.
So what I'm hearing is I'm gonna deep dive into my trauma collection. Gotcha.
That too.
I'm thinking me and Harold can watch Tromeo and Juliet together. It's a very romantic film. Um, I honestly like I've used that movie as like a test with dates before.
Mm-hmm.
Because people don't understand like my love of like low budget and stuff like that and
Right.
things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would eventually, if the dating process hit a certain point where we're basically sitting down and watching movies together, or
Mm-hmm.
my last serious relationship, sitting down and trying to watch a movie together, because we would start watching and then, oh hey, the movie's over, credits are rolling, we missed half of the fucking movie.
Why? Because you'd fall asleep or get busy doing other stuff.
It became sexy time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Yeah, well,
So it took me forever to get through Conan with my last relationship.
fair. Fair.
God, we watched the beginning of that movie so many fucking times. It's ridiculous.
We had an issue with a Japanese film called Azumi.
Okay.
So Azumi, it's as I said, it's a Japanese film, but it's about ninja and samurai and stuff like that. Let me pull up the actual description.
Mm-hmm.
So it was released in 2003. Is an adaptation of a manga by the same name.
Interesting.
They also did a sequel called Azumi 2: Death or Love. Basically, an old master is tasked by the Tokugawa shogunate to raise a band of assassins. And it's an interesting film. And then there's a flaming sword fight involved, and those flames started, and we didn't finish the movie. So,
Welp.
I mean, fire can be very passionate at times. So, I think it took us like something like 4 or 5 times to finally make it through the entire film. So,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, it was because we get to that part, and it's just like we progress. Like we get halfway through, and then it became like sexy time, and then credits, and then we got past that, so we ended up getting like 70% through, and then it was sexy time, and it's like the DVD menu. And then
that's when you go back through the chapters and you figure out about where you left off, and then you continue.
But the thing is, we weren't paying attention. In all actuality, we were, and we would go back to the chapter where we remembered watching, which would then take us to about 75% of the movie, and then sexy time again. It's just yeah. I mean, no disrespect meant, but it was like rabbits. Like that's what that movie did to me.
Oh god.
I miss those times. But I mean, it was a great film. I enjoyed the hell out of it. But I would do. It came down to watching a movie with a date, like sitting down, like not in a theater, because that's another thing I like to do. I like to go to movie theaters, at like 11 o'clock in the morning on a Friday.
Right.
Because crowds. But we would go to we would get Chinese food. We'd watch a movie, at the house, and At some point, I would break out. Like, if I thought it was going to be a serious relationship, I would break out Romeo and Juliet
Mm-hmm.
and just wait for the reactions. Because there's like a 6-foot penis monster in there for some reason.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it's weird.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting film. It's got Lemmy from Motorhead in it.
Nice.
He plays the role of the narrator.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is great. So like in between the acts, he'll do like a little thing, which is kind of interesting. Debbie Rochon's in it. Debbie Rochon was in like so many fucking Trauma films, so there was that. But yeah, I mean, it's a interesting film. It was, to my knowledge, James Gunn's first film. Too, so, he helped write that one. So, there's that. I mean, that's how I was introduced to James Gunn, who everybody knows as the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy and now is doing Suicide Squad 2.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's a thing. But I don't know. Fuck. I don't know where to go from here. I dug myself into a hole.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Let's
I know
see
Harold
here.
would like to dig himself into my hole.
Oh baby, oh baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, pumpkin spice season is definitely upon us.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Yesterday, we came across like pumpkin spice hummus for whatever ungodly reason. I am not shitting you. Pumpkin spice hummus.
What?
The saddest part is Anubis is more of a white girl than I am. He wanted to try it.
What?
Yep. There's also like another pumpkin spice ridiculous thing, but I can't remember what it was. It's just like the hummus is stuck in my brain. It's like, why would you pair those two together? Because it sounds atrocious.
So, no disrespect to me saying this at all.
Nah.
Anubis is a basic bitch.
He is a basic bitch. I'm amazed he hasn't gone out to get a pumpkin spice latte yet.
Yeah, fair. I mean,
they've been available since like what, September?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, is Starbucks open 24 hours around you, or?
No, I don't know if they're open 24 hours around us, and there's like one like right down the road from us too. So
you actually have no idea if he snuck out to get himself one.
Fuck if I know. He could have gone and get a pumpkin spice latte. Play his Pokemon Go out because like every Starbucks is a goddamn Pokestop. So. Yeah. Who knows? Well, I haven't seen like any Starbucks on like the bank statement, so I'm pretty sure he hasn't gone yet.
Fair.
And maybe I should get him Ugg boots for Christmas.
Ugg boots.
I might as well at this point. We're already into Han Solo season of like the.
He also needs a gray crocheted shrug as well to go with it.
I'm pretty sure my mom could make him one if he wanted to.
It has to be gray though. Like it can't be any other color. It has to be gray. I don't understand it, but you know what I'm saying. It's just
Yep.
It'll be that. It'll be like the Ugg boots
and the skinny jeans.
And skinny jeans. And that is your basic white girl starter kit.
Yep. He can stay shirtless though. I don't care about that. That's just better for me, but
Well, for you, yeah. I mean, well, when Herald has your address, it'd be good for him too. So.
I mean, probably.
I think this episode's gonna just be God damn it, Herald.
God damn it, Herald.
We've done 2 God damn it episodes so far.
Yeah, I know. First it was God damn it, Juice. Now it's God damn it, Herald.
Yeah, it's man, it's fucking good. It really is. But yeah. So I'm looking at your gift that you gave me. Did you know it's 30 years since the release of that?
Oh God.
Yeah.
How old do you feel? So fucking old, I know.
Well, back in my day, I saw it in the theater.
Sweet Jesus, you're only 4 years older than I am, mister.
But I saw it in the theaters, like.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Old man.
Yeah, it is scary when somebody says what is it? Another one was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like past its 25-year anniversary, isn't it? So it came out in like what, 90?
95.
That's
25,
right.
it's 25 years.
Yeah, something like that. Maury can't math.
No, it was 93. 93.
Ah, I was right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it's 25 years. You know what else is 25 years?
Do tell.
Hocus Pocus.
I never actually got into that movie as a kid. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't really get past the first part of it. It's like, yeah, nope, 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 nope,
It's
nope, nope, nobody, nope, nope.
like I've seen it quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
It's not entirely like people worship this.
They do. They really do.
So I don't want to offend anybody by saying like it's not like it's a decent movie, but I wouldn't say it's a great film.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Disney live action from the 90s. So and here's the other thing, like I'm looking at the wiki right now. Although it was not a critical or commercial success when it was first released.
As tends to happen.
Yeah, I mean, same thing happened with Nightmare Before Christmas, though. You know,
Mm-hmm.
another Disney film. Like
Mm-hmm.
the big thing right now is like this is like the big anniversary year because we have three big films. We have Beetlejuice celebrating 30 years, and then we have Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus, two Disney films.
Yep.
Celebrating 25 years.
Yep.
And everybody's all fucking about it. Like at the Halloween store, I can't tell you how many of the Hocus Pocus costumes we've sold.
That many, huh?
Yeah.
Shit.
We also had because for anybody wondering, I work for the Halloween store I work for is Spirit. Spirit has the Hocus Pocus pops.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising that they'd have pop figures. Also, at the same time, not that they would have pop figures.
Well, so Spirit Halloween is run by the same company that does Spencer's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of weird to have pops, and I was like,
now it all makes sense.
Well, and I was just like, all right, well, they had Winifred and they had Mary on the pops in the store I was at, and it's like, all right, well, when we get Sarah, like, if all three of them are in the store, I'll buy the set, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's no point in me getting like one of them.
Right, you need all three.
Yeah, I would need the entire set. I was the same way with the Ash versus Evil Dead pops. Like, I got Ash, Kelly, and Pablo, and then I hunted down Ruby.
Right.
But I have that whole set, so I'm thankful for it.
That's another movie I need to finish.
Which one?
Like, any of the Evil Dead movies.
Yeah, well,
I hear the first one's like really fucking weird. Like, really fucking weird.
Well, the first one was made in the late 70s and released in the early 80s.
Interesting.
It was like it wasn't shot like at one time. And then they had trouble getting distribution for it.
Right.
So it ended up getting released in 1984, I believe. Though I feel that you personally, like, you can watch Evil Dead 1, but Evil Dead 2 is essentially a retelling, in a sense, of Evil Dead 1.
Right. That's what I've heard.
There's a lot more story to it as well, but like the entire first film gets recapped.
Yeah.
And you could actually, in all seriousness, take Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, and Army of Darkness, and cut them together as one long film if you wanted.
Huh.
But yeah. Oh, all right. So no, Evil Dead. Evil Dead was 1981.
Okay.
Evil
So
Dead
again,
2 was
early 80s.
87.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I mean the budget on Evil Dead, the first one was between $350,000 and $400,000,
Mm-hmm.
and its box office was 2.4 million. I would think that's a success,
Yeah, I'd say so.
especially for a low budget film that had rave reviews from Stephen King at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I mean, personally, I enjoy Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead
Mm-hmm.
2, um, they kind of toned down the horror and turned up the comedy.
Right.
So, I mean, there is that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let me see. Okay, no, so they started shooting in the late 70s. They finished shooting January of 1980, and then um, it premiered, was released at like one theater, October 15th, 1981, and then from there it was just like getting actual distribution and shit. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, but Stephen King helped convince New Line Cinema to become a distributor in 1982. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Evil Dead 2, I would say would probably be a better starting point for you. Army of Darkness, I mean, Army of Darkness is Army of Darkness. Um, and then, of course, there's Ash versus Evil Dead, the series, which is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping and waiting for them to add season 3 onto like Netflix.
Ooh.
But the first 2 seasons are on Netflix, and it's it definitely adds something to
Mm-hmm.
that entire thing. Like maybe Evil Dead will be a movie now, you know?
Maybe.
Like I enjoy the first. I enjoy all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, today while I was at the Halloween store, I noticed that we have chainsaw props, and I'm like, all right, how can I rig this so I can do an Ash cosplay?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of those chainsaw props where like you push the button and the chain will move on it,
Right.
and I'm like,
Right. Right.
oh, but the thing's on the handle, which I would have to remove, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I would have to rig it up a certain way, and
Yeah.
but yeah, it's funny thing about the Evil Dead movies, like if you've watched one and then you go into two, the first thought you have is, why the fuck is he going back to the cabin? Why would you go back there?
Who
Um,
knows?
but then you realize, like, oh no, 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 like they didn't have the rights to the footage from the first movie for the
Mm.
retelling, so they recast
Oh.
everybody
Okay.
and kind of did the retelling that way up
Mm-hmm.
until a certain point, and then yeah, so it's like, oh, so he didn't go back to the cabin. This is that night at the cabin. Ah, okay, that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. And then Evil Dead 2, like, so we had 1981, 1987, and 1992, and then we had um, the remake in 2013, which is something that I would not recommend for you,
Mm-hmm.
um, because gore.
Mm-hmm.
But Ash vs. Evil Dead, the series, yes, there's gore, but there's like a lot of comedy.
Right.
So it's easier. Like, it's not like, oh my god, like, but yeah, that'd be a fun watch. That'd be a really
Mm-hmm.
fun watch.
I
Um,
think so.
so we're gonna address the crown jeweled elephant in the room.
I suppose we can do that now.
Yeah. So guys, if we're an hour and 15 in. If you guys aren't interested in the wrestling talk, we do appreciate you regardless. Thank you for listening. You're here if you want to hear the wrestling stuff. We're gonna start on that right now.
Yep.
So Crown Jewel. Yeah. They're going through with it.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna do the thing. There's too much
Oh,
money.
boy.
There's too much money at stake.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I watched an interview with Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho did an interview with, I think it was Inside the Ropes, and they've
Mm-hmm.
been like kind of like piecing out parts of that interview on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And part of it was him talking about Saudi Arabia
Mm-hmm.
and the crazy travel and everything like that. And this is for the first Greatest Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And he said Vince called, said, "Would you be interested in doing the Saudi Arabia thing?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "I'm not interested in doing it." Blah blah blah. And then they
Mm-hmm.
said, "How about for this much money?" And he was just like, "Okay." And he's like, "I
Well
don't."
then.
He goes, "I don't necessarily do things." He goes, "I don't do things because of money. But I've been in this business long enough that typically the way a show works is the worker gets this much, and the company gets this much.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're paying you this much, how much are they fucking making off of
No
it?"
kidding.
Yeah. So, yeah. He also
Well.
explained why he has an interesting theory as well on why. If you remember Greatest Royal Rumble, Rusev was booked against The Undertaker in a casket match, and then that got changed to Jericho versus Taker in a casket match. And then it got
Mm-hmm.
changed back to um, Rusev and Taker in the
And
casket
Taker.
match.
Yeah.
So when he was pitched, and for that amount of money, he was only going to be doing the Greatest Royal Rumble, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they got back to him and said, "How would you like to do a casket match with The Undertaker?" And goes, "Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely." And he goes on about like how he's only had been one on one with The Undertaker like 2 times in his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then he talks to Vince and says, "Well, I'm going to be doing this thing in New Japan with Naito." And then later that day, he gets a call saying, "Yeah, you're just doing the Greatest Row."
Well then.
Because, and this is what was said, because the Prince wants Rusev in that match,
Okay.
which is possible. Or
Yeah.
Jericho and Taker are going to steal the show, and then the following weekend, Jericho is going to be in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So why give them the rub, basically?
Right.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the Greatest Royal Rumble was a clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Crown Jewel is feeling like it's going to be the same thing.
Probably. Only with like maybe a little bit more danger involved.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just a bit more danger.
A little bit.
Yeah, just bad. Um, like we're not going to be getting into the political side of this, but
No.
you can, if you guys can look at the news and read what we're saying, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Crown Jewel is one of the reasons why Brock's back, because of the money.
Pretty sure that's the main reason why Brock's back, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, legit.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that. It's I don't know. Like I hope the show goes well,
Yeah.
but their product's been really bad lately.
It.
Really, really bad.
Yeah.
And I can't fault the workers. I have to fault the writers. I have to fight. I have to. I have to fault people that don't want people that wear wrestling boots and wrestling tights and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot to be called wrestlers because they're entertainers.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Bucky Beaver motherfucker.
Tell me how you really feel about done there.
I think I'm done with this one.
Lol.
But I mean, like, I'm interested in the evolution paper.
Yes. That's more so at the end of the month?
Yeah, so here's the way this works. Like, you have evolution the 28th, I think,
Okay.
and then like a couple days later, maybe a week later, you have Crown Jewel.
Huh.
So it's like, eh,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to resubscribe to the network just for evolution
Nope.
and get Crown Jewel.
Nope.
Though I'm trying to think when Survivor Series and Takeover is. Because
No idea.
if I did subscribe the day of Evolution, I should be able to get those two pay-per-views as well for that month.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it's just like, oh, and you also got the shitty great Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in what Takeover's like, because
Mm-hmm.
we're getting another War Games match, and it's not going to be a fucking clusterfuck 3-way fucking match.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 2 teams of 4, which I am so excited about.
Yes.
This was announced on the tapings that took place today. So if you don't want to be spoiled on that too fucking bad, just skip ahead like 20 seconds. War Raiders, Ricochet, what was his fucking name? Oh, Pete Dunne. Pete
Yes.
Dunne, War Raiders, and Ricochet against the Undisputed Era. So it'll be Adam Cole,
Baby.
Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish,
Oh.
and Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that should be a good one. It
Mm-hmm.
sounds like they're setting up Velveteen Dream and Ciampa.
Mm-hmm.
Though it also sounds like they're setting up Gargano and Aleister Black.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, the Evolution pay per view has the NXT Women's Title match, so I don't think they're gonna be. I don't see them doing like unless it's a rematch, which means that
Mm-hmm.
somebody's gonna. Which means Kairi Sane to be dropping the belt at
Mm-hmm.
Evolution, only to go up against Baszler again at Takeover.
Yay.
So, I mean, I think they could do without the women's title match
Yeah,
on
maybe.
Takeover.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be getting an though at the same time you might need it. You probably could do without it. Because the way Takeover would shake out as of right now, there's not going to be a U.S. title, North American title, or tag team title match because those participants are involved in War Games.
Well then.
But you would have a NXT championship and then probably the women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll fly somebody over from the UK and they'll do like the women's UK championship match or something. I don't
Right.
know.
Hmm.
Yeah. I have no idea what the fuck they're doing. So I'm happy that there's now like NXT UK and that's an actual product.
Right.
But it's also like, oh hey, the only thing I would be watching would be the network specials,
Mm-hmm.
NXT, and NXT UK. That would be it. There's to me no value there.
Right.
oh, there's a show I want to watch, like Evolution. Like, okay, like there's a little bit of value there. Takeover, want to, I want to see that because takeovers are always good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't know. Um, just WWE's got to fucking fix their writing and everything.
They
They
do.
really
They
do.
really do.
Um, on the so tonight they aired quarterfinals of the Mae Young Classic, and they showed the episode where they showed the match where Tegan Knox blew out her knee.
Yep.
That was fucking heartbreaking.
It was.
Clips on YouTube.
Yep.
And it's like right at the start of the match too.
Yeah.
I was just like, um, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, we could talk about something we normally don't talk about, and that's
Such as.
TNA. I mean, Impact. I'm still gonna call them TNA. Impact
Mm-hmm.
had a pay per view this past weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, things got weird.
Do tell.
So, the main event. First off, James Ellsworth was on the pay per view.
The Chinless Wonder is back.
Yeah, he got basically squashed on the paper. There's that. That's like whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was on Impact, which is weird.
Hmm.
And then showed up to SmackDown, the 1000th episode.
So,
They didn't use him on TV, but they did use him on the YouTube channel.
of course.
So that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, so Impact had, I think it was Bound for Glory.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Finn.
It's Finn being all sexy again.
I'm scrolling through like stuff to try to find the results, and it's the picture of sexy Finn showing his crotch with dinner time.
God damn it, Finn.
God damn it, Finn. Why you do this to us?
Because it's Finn.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, they added a battle royal to Evolution. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever. Woo.
Exactly. Exactly. Boom. Yeah, this is me being fucking professional. While I look for that, WWE introduced the NXT UK tag team titles as well. So maybe those will get used on Takeover.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
We can hope.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we can fucking hope. Okay, yeah, so Bound for Glory was this past Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll run down the card. And these are people that you probably have no idea who they are. So
probably not.
Rich Swann, you know him.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Willie Mack, who you don't know. Defeated Matt Sydal and Ethan Page. Eli Drake cut a promo about an open challenge. Oh, yeah. So, and that open challenge was answered by James Ellsworth.
Of course.
Who apparently took 2 finishers to take out. Afterwards, Abyss came out and put Eli Drake through a table.
Did he praise the Foley God as well?
He got inducted to the TNA Hall of Fame.
Nice.
So, yeah. Tessa Blanchard defeated Taya Valkyrie to retain the Knockouts Championship. Eddie Edwards defeated Moose via DQ because Killer Cross choked out Edwards from the crowd within the first 3 minutes, Tommy Dreamer came out with a
Oh.
kendo stick to save Eddie Edwards.
Oh my.
So they restarted the match as a tag match. Eddie Edwards and Tommy Dreamer won. Um, and Killer Cross and Moose beat up Eddie Edwards after the match, including an apron powerbomb. Ohio versus Everyone, OVE, which consists of Dave and Jake Christ, along with Sami Callihan, beat Brian Cage and the Lucha Bros, I think that's their name, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, in an OVE rules match, which is apparently a Texas Tornado Trios match. So there's that. Ended with a pile driver. Austin Aries cut a promo. LAX, Conan, Santana, and Ortiz defeated the OGs, which was King, Hernandez, and Homicide, in a concrete jungle death match. In this match, there was no mat in the ring, just the wooden boards. So no thin layer of padding.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Then they had a vignette with Allie entering the undead realm via coffin, thanks to Father James Mitchell, to rescue her friend Kira Hogan from Su Young's chapel in the undead realm. Rosemary made an appearance to help them escape. Weird fucking thing. That was aired so they could put the ring back together for the main event, which was Johnny Impact, John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, whatever you want to call him, this promotion, against Austin Aries for the Impact World Championship.
Didn't he no-sell that finisher?
Yes. Well, he sold the finisher, but the second the ref hit 3, he popped right the fuck off and left. Pretty soon after taking the pin, Aries popped up, leaving while flipping off the crowd and Don Callis.
Well then.
Yeah. The agent for that match was Petey Williams, who kind of gave a little bit more insight on what happened. But people were wondering, is that a work or a shoot? That was a shoot. That was indeed a shoot. Him just saying, like, we're fucking done here.
Well,
because that was his last commitment to Impact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he apparently shortly after the match left the arena and then caught a flight home, as opposed to staying for the tapings the next couple days. Yeah. So. But yeah, I mean that's a thing. That is indeed a thing. As I said, weird pay-per-view.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not something I would have purchased myself. But it's good that they were able to put on, like, this time last year we weren't even sure that TNA was going to still be around. So it's good that they're still putting on shit. It's just, yeah. It's just interesting. Like, I consider Impact an indie fed with television. That's the way I see it. That's why when we so if you guys have checked out, I think I posted in my I've been putting together playlists for potential specials, because we're going to be doing one for Halloween.
Yes.
We're going to be bringing back Thanksgiving 2, Back for Seconds. So that's 2 specials. But there's another playlist in there. We got to decide on, like, which one we're going to do of the 2 for Halloween. and then there's the one of like basically before they were on the big stage essentially, which is New Japan or WWE. There's that playlist, and other one I forget what it was. And then there's the one that I mentioned. You says yes, God yes, which was the Joey Ryan special. Which could be fun. It'd be a lot of fun. If you guys have never checked out one of our specials, episode 4 of Gimmick Bag, we did a special. It was us watching Kota Ibushi's apartment wrestling. It's fucking brilliant.
Yep.
Last Christmas we did Jolly Saint Mick. We did Thanksgiving last year. We've only done like 4 specials, like 3 or 4 specials. So
yeah. Suppose we should look into doing those again.
I mean, if we do them all the time, it doesn't make them special.
True.
So
that's for special occasions then.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, what do you think about Kenny Omega, Marty Scurll, Adam Page, Cody Rhodes, and the Young Bucks putting up their final Bullet Club designs?
It makes me wonder what the fuck is going on in New Japan.
Yeah.
It's like all of them. Final Bullet Club design shirts.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder, when are all their contracts up again, and like how soon can WWE snatch them? Because I'm pretty sure they're like
the Bucks are January 1st. I think Cody may be around the same time, and Kenny is I think January 5th. So, and then Page is just like, he's Ring of Honor talent, so like apparently he's working like by date now. So, because he already has an offer. He already had an offer. And he just, I mean, he didn't take the offer right away, or he hasn't taken the offer because it's just like, this is a decision we're making as a group. So, but while they may be leaving, Bullet Club's rebuilding. Bad Luck Fale and Tamatanga, Tangaloa. Bone Soldier, I fucking can't think of his fucking name right now. And their new members. Was it Brian Eagle, who's an Australian wrestler? He is now a member of Bullet Club. He's actually tagging with Bone Soldier in the Super Junior Tag Tournament. Jay White, Gato, and Jado are Bullet Club now. So interesting.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're like, Jay White's basically said like he's acting like the mouthpiece right now, which is good. It's a smart move because he's evolved so much in the last year. Because not sure if you saw him and Tanahashi's build up when he was debuting, and it was just like, it was all right, but it was kind of like a vacuum of charisma. And now he's at that point where it's like he's charismatic and it's great and I like it. So him being the mouthpiece of the Bullet Club OGs, as the BCOGs, is good. And he says, we're taking, and he does a little finger gun thing, and he goes, we're taking it back to what it was. And I'm like, oh shit, they're going to be heel shooters again. Nice.
Yep.
So I'm liking that. I'm liking that very much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for them going that route. I'm all for um, those wanting to leave New Japan leaving,
Mm-hmm.
because apparently, and now there's two sides to this. There's what what Uncle Dave has said. You don't know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Dave Meltzer.
Yep.
Um, Meltzer has said that he's heard that there's a lot of unhappy people because of the new management in New Japan, and how they're not treating the workers like talent, but more of like assembly line workers,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So, and then you have Tamatanga coming out of nowhere saying Uncle Dave doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that could be just him being a
Being
company
him.
guy, and
Yeah.
which I can understand that. I really can.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, apparently people, according to Meltzer's report, and this was in the was it the newsletter. There are people that have never considered leaving New Japan that are seriously considering it,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a good sign. I mean, maybe that means like, I mean, maybe we'll see some guys hit hit WWE. I mean, there's a good chance, like this is even an even better chance of like the Bucks and like that entire group going to WWE
Mm-hmm.
because apparently New Japan's lowballing contracts and all the other stuff. You know, they're family guys. I mean, they have families to take care of, and I mean they travel all the time to begin with, so it would probably be it would be a better opportunity for them.
Mm-hmm.
They've made a name for themselves. They are a name. They're all draws.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but to get a few more eyeballs on would not hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and plus it would allow us to have dream matches. It would allow us to have, for example, we'd be able to get Kenny versus AJ.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be able to get Kenny versus Finn. Um, we'd be able to get possibly, um, you know, possibly we might get, if he gets pulled up to the main roster and the Bucks end up going main roster as well. Adam Cole, the Young Bucks, and Kevin Owens,
Mm-hmm.
the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling, as per Pro Wrestling Gorilla. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's a possibility. I mean, I kind of just glossed over the fact that Owens is out. Owens just had double knee surgery,
Yeah.
so we're not going to see him for a while.
They had a 2-for-1 special at the surgery store.
Best tweet
He
ever.
has so many good tweets. Not like you can really see any of them anymore, but he has fantastic.
Yeah. And I mean, at the same. Ooh, now I'm getting that sour note. Ooh, that's nice.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's a good lemon sour.
Okay.
But I still want it on fresh cotton before I can like give it a definitive.
Really? Yeah.
Um, but I mean, like, I could see them. Like, if they bring these guys in, they obviously can't break them up.
Right.
I mean, they could, but that would be like a bad move.
Mm-hmm.
Skrull's still under contract for a little bit, so he's actually
Mm-hmm.
not part of the whole group coming over thing.
Right.
But him putting up his last Bullet Club inspired design is kind
Mm-hmm.
of telling.
Yeah.
Not to mention him mentioning that he may need to get below 205.
Oh.
So, I think he could do well in that division.
Yeah.
But I mean, we get the Bucks. Like, I can see putting the Bucks and Omega on like SmackDown, and putting Cody and Paige on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them doing that. I don't see them putting all of them on the same show.
No.
Hell, I even see them putting Paige in NXT.
Yeah.
Cody already knows the system, so he's main roster ready.
Right.
Putting Omega or the Bucks in NXT would be a huge step down for them.
Yeah.
So, then again, we could put the Bucks on Raw. Have the Bucks versus the Revival.
Oh God.
We can put them on SmackDown and have them against the New Day.
True.
We can send them to NXT and they can go up against the War Raiders?
Question mark?
I mean, they've done it before in Ring of Honor. So
yeah.
Or now this would be a fun one. And now this is like them going to NXT, which, as I said, it'd be a horrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks against the Undisputed Era. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish.
Mm-hmm.
Those fuckers have a history.
Mm-hmm.
Them and Adam Cole have a history too. So I don't know. It's just there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of possibilities with them going. It is getting late.
It is.
I
need to go burrito.
Yeah, you need the burrito. I need to do show notes and then burrito.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun hanging out and such, as always. It's always such a great time. It really is. Like, this is one of the highlights of my week.
Absolutely.
But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the show and you aren't subscribed on any of the audio formats, or you're not following on the Twitch page, or you can't find our YouTube page because we don't have a vanity, you could search us, by the way. But you can drop a follow, drop a subscribe on those. We do appreciate that. You can also support us on Patreon. Check out any of our lovely sponsors, whether it's Sideshow Collectibles, Gary Poppins, Breezy, Valiant Vape, or the Violet Vixen. You can check those out. And Loot Crate. Don't forget Loot Crate. You guys can check those out. Anything you guys buy from them using our link does support the network, and we do appreciate that immensely. Until next time, for Moriarty, who's always awesome. It's Todd.
Thank you. You're awesome too.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You guys take it easy, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.
Bye.